Welcome to Biology Study Point. Today we will discuss the chapter 7 of Cbse class 10, that is control and coordination. This is the video of part 1. So let's start. We know that living organisms show different characteristics. One of the characteristic is movement. They show growth, they show movement. Growth is one kind of movement. Sometimes we saw that we saw different expressions, like we sometimes we smile, sometimes we laugh. So all these are some kind of movements, and these are controlled movements, and these controlled movements are possible due to the presence of nervous and muscular tissues. Nervous tissue is made up of network of nerve cells or neuron. You have studied in class 9 about neurons. Neuron is the structural and functional unit of neural system. Neuron has three parts: cell body, dendrite, and axon. So neuron is the structural unit and functional unit of neural system, and it has three parts: cell body, axon, and dendrite. Neuron or nerve cell conduct the information in the form of electrical impulses from one part of the body to another. This is the function of neuron. So neuron is specialized for conducting information from in the form of electrical impulses from one part of the body to another part. So according to the situation, according to the environment, according to the stimulus, we show different kind of movement, or we respond. And for this, to detect these environmental issues, environmental stimulus, some receptors are present in our or different body organs. So here some specialized dendritic tip are present in some organs which act as act as the receptors. These receptors receive the environmental uh, issues or environmental stimulus and transfer it through the nerve cell. So these receptors are present in many parts of our body, like ear, nose, tongue, eyes, skin, etc. Some receptors are, one is the gustatory receptor, another is the olfactory receptor. Gustatory receptors, which are present in our tongue, which detect the taste, and olfactory receptors, which are present in our nose, which detect smell. So receptors uh, are the specialized tips of some nerve cells which detect the environmental information. They are present in some organs of our body, like ear, nose, skin, eyes, etc. Gustatory receptors detect taste and olfactory receptors detect smell. So I think it is clear to all. So next is the transmission of impulse. So receptors receive the environmental issues or environmental stimulus, and these are the dendritic tip, which where the chemical reactions occur, and these chemical reactions are converted into electrical impulses. These electrical impulse travels from the dendrite to the cell body, of the neuron, and from the cell body of the neuron this electrical impulse travels to the axon of the neuron. Axon has the endings where some bulb-like structures are present, which is called synaptic knob. Synaptic knob, these are the synaptic knob. Synaptic knob which has some vesicles inside it. These vesicles, these are the vesicles. These vesicles are filled with some chemical substances. These are called neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters like acetylcholine. In most of the cases, acetylcholine is act as the neurotransmitter. About each vesicles contain about 3000 molecules of acetylcholine. 3000 molecules of acetylcholine is contained by each vesicles. 3000 molecules. So these neurotransmitters travel or pass the electrical impulses from the synaptic knob of one nerve cell to the dendritic tip of the next neuron. So the junction between synaptic knob of one neuron and the dendritic tip of the next neuron is called synapse. That means synapse is the link between one neuron and another neuron, or synapse is the link between one neuron and the one muscle fiber. Okay, this is the junction between the muscle fiber and one neuron, or it is a junction between the two neurons. So from by this way, the from one neuron to the another neuron the electrical impulse passes. Finally, this information is sent or reached to the muscle cell or gland where the muscle contract and movement occur, or glands where the glands secrete the different hormones or enzymes. So all these things are possible due to the nerve cells or neurons, and by this way the all the informations from the environment which is detected by which is received by the dendritic tip or receptors, which travels along the neurons and ultimately reach to the muscle cell or glands where muscle cell contract or react with this response, and we respond. So thank you for watching.